Hey, yo, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome back to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. And I am your host, C Money. And we are back again here in Hotspots in South Florida. We are back in downtown Miami. And we are coming back to a hotspot that has just been upgraded. We are here at Bayside Marketplace. Now, if you remember, I did a video a while back. I believe it was last year or so. I did a video here highlighting the areas and the hotspots in the history of downtown Miami, which included Bayside Marketplace, which is one of the premier shopping centers here in Miami. Of course, you have several shopping centers here, but this is one of the premier shopping centers. And the reason why I am back here is because Bayside has now become a family fun destination for family fun. We're gonna cross the street here because I know Biscayne is kind of crazy here. We're at the corner of Biscayne and Northeast 4th Street, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So about a couple of months ago, I went onto social media. I was on social media because a lot of my inspiration for visiting a lot of spots come from social media. As you know, that there are a lot of places here in South Florida that I plan to visit because I see them through social media, and it gives me the inspiration to say, hey, let me go try out this place, whether it's a amusement park or a historical park or shopping center or anything. And for here, Bayside has created a new spot called Bayside Fun Park. Now, if you know, this is now the only amusement park here in South Florida, and it's basically dedicated to little kids. Remember, we had a place called Uncle Bernie's Amusement in Fort Lauderdale, which closed about a year or two ago, to where now we have this. Now, if you know, this used to be a area that was just for, a lawn area. You now have, you have the here Bayside Fun Park. So you have a lot of things. Now, this is basically catering to the young people. Now, they don't have big people rides here, but they do have games that you can come and play. A lot of these, you could play a lot of carnival games here and stuff. Now, this is kind of interesting to know that you can come and shop and eat and enjoy yourself here at the Bayside Fun Park. Now, I stumbled upon this through social media because, I also follow Bayside as one of the places. Oh, they have fun. So this is basically the Bayside Fun Park. Now, as you can see, a lot of their rides, well, all of their rides are catering to the young people. So families and stuff like that. It's sorry to say, if you want, you can't get on the ride, but these are basically kid rides. If you want a big ride, you can go over to the Ferris wheel that sits in the back. But this is it. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna walk a little bit to see what's actually back here. Now, it's been a minute since I've been to Bayside, so a lot of this stuff is actually, there's probably been some changes, to here. But I just want to elaborate. Now, the Bayside Fun Park opened up about a couple of months ago. I did comment to what is it temporarily, and they said no, that they'll be here for a while. So that means that this fun park is probably here to stay, and it will give a good addition to the Bayside family, because here not only can you shop, you can also now they opened back up the second floor because this right here was closed. So now we're going to go up to the second floor and we're going to check it out to see what is in store. Now, if you've ever been This over here used to be the food court area, which at one point they turned it into a dinosaur place. Oh. So let's go. This is its sugar. Oh. Oh wow. This is its sugar. Now this is a big ass store. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not supposed to cuss, but this is interesting. So I'm just taking a walk through. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, look at the giant. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, it's sugar. This is actually a big store. If you've never been to its sugar, then you know. Oh, okay. El Patio Bistro. Okay. Okay. So now its sugar is basically a candy store that is based here in Miami. They had several locations. Well, they have several locations. I don't know if they still do have several locations, but they have a location here. And I knew it was on the second floor, but I didn't know it took up the whole second floor. So a lot of the shops that used to be on the second floor no longer exist here at Bayside on the second floor. Because remember, second floor there used to be a food court, and there used to be several other shops there. Now another thing that is sad to say is, well, let's go right here. You do have the Skyview Miami, which I had a picture of. I wrote it with my girl. Another thing is, sadly to say, they're closing the Hard Rock Cafe, which is supposed to be closing, I believe, towards the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken. So they're closing the Hard Rock Cafe, which is sad to say that this place will be closing. There's a Fat Tuesday. Now remember when there used to be I forgot the name of the place. It used to be a music store. I can't remember the name, but it used to be a music store. Now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna go in the area. Come over here. Okay, basically, Margaritaville is here too. Basically, I came here to show you the Bayside Fun Park, so I'm going to go back into the front. But I did remember that there were several things that was changing. The Hard Rock Cafe here, which been serving the community for over 20 plus years, is closing its doors. I don't remember the day that it's closing, but I know it's closing now. And don't know what it's being replaced with. But the Bayside Fun Park, because remember back in the day when I was little and my parents, my mom, and used to take us to Bayside, we used to always go eat at Hooters, which is now the Black Market, another restaurant that took its place. And I used to always have my little $5, go ride the interactive ride that used to be here at Bayside for $5, and I used to enjoy this place as a kid, you know. And then as I grew up, a lot of changes has been happening. They used to have a music store, you went inside the food court, and there was a lot of things that was happening with Bayside Marketplace. And now through years, Bayside became interesting and uninteresting. At one point, they did have a virtual reality gaming place here, and that was temporarily because that only lasted for probably maybe a couple of months or so, and then it left to where a lot of places closed down. So now they have a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of businesses, and now they have a mini amusement park. Now for me, I'm a fan of amusement parks and I'm an adventurous person, but for me this is nothing that it catches my eye, because basically what am I going to ride here? Nothing. I just wanted to show this to y'all, so if you're ever a family and you have kids and you want something to do, this is basically the only fun park here in Miami. Well, this is basically only the fun park here in South Florida. You do have family fun centers throughout South Florida within the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County areas. But as far as amusement rides and stuff, year round, this is the only one right here. Because as you know, a lot of our amusement carnivals and events start in October, late September. Because I'm gonna run it down. In October, you have House of Horror, which is our horror-themed park equivalent to House of Horror here, which starts in October. And normally, sometimes it starts in early September, and it lasts through October. And then after that, you have Christmas Wonderland, and now we believe it or not, Christmas theme park that lasts from November to January, to like mid-November to early January. And then when that hits, you have the South Florida Fair. I think it is the South Florida State Fair, if I'm not mistaken, and that's in West Palm Beach. If you ever travel to West Palm Beach, I've been to it one time with a friend of mine. And then from there, you have a bunch of carnivals that happen at various churches and various places that have their annual carnivals and stuff like that. And most of the Catholic churches here in South Florida have their annual carnivals in the January, February, March era. And then from March to April, you have the Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition, which is another good thing. And then after that, you have nothing else. Now, there was the Broward County Fair, which happened in the November of every year, around November. But they've been battling for years with the location of the Broward County Fair. It started out at Gulfstream Park in Hollandale, and then it moved over to the Pompano Hornets track there in Pompano, which was further north, the northern part of Broward. Then it came back down, and it was in Miramar at one point, and then it moved back over to Gulfstream Park. And then they said because of permit issues and a lot of issues, they didn't bring it back. And they didn't say they didn't bring it back. They wasn't operating, and they haven't been operating for the past few years. So it gives you questions, things about that. But you do have other things. And so now you have the Bayside Fun Park, which is an equivalent park to things. Now the only thing is they don't have rides for adults, but the adults can play the little games, the carnival games here. And the only roller coaster is this dragon roller coaster, as you can see. Oh. For kids. But most of these parks cater to the family-friendly kind of parks. Like if you have a kid, you see that hashtag Bayside Marketplace. If you have a kid, this will be a great place to bring your kid. If you're visiting and you want something to do, you can say, hey kids, come out to it. Let's go. Mom and dad can have a drink at the bar, which is right there. They have a little bar, right there. The kids can get on the rides and they can go play the little kiddie games and things like that. And you can say, hey, just go ride the rides, and then mom and dad will be over here. And then y'all link up afterwards and go eat at one of the restaurants, things like that. But this is one of the spots here. And I was intrigued by it because I was like, you now finally get a year-round fun park for the family. Now, it's sad to say there isn't any rides for adults, and I said this earlier in the show, because remember at Uncle Bernie's, they did have rides for adults. One of my favorite rides was the Techno Jump, and I posted a video of it on my personal YouTube page because I have my own personal YouTube page, and I have the Techno Jump. Just look up Techno Jump Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and you'll probably see my video and probably a few other people who have did a video there. And there were several other rides that actually that was there at Bayside, at Uncle Bunny's Amusement Park. But, you know, they ended up closing it because it was a rumor that the swap shop was closing. So that's why I think the reason why Uncle Bernie's closed. But, you know, a lot of these places like this don't last long here. You know, a lot of the places that we went to as childhood, like Grand Prix, Boomers, and a lot of places we used to go to as kids, they no longer exist because a lot of gentrification and a lot of changes and stuff. And I did several videos about it in my past. So I did videos about it. So, you know, if you want family fun, if you want to enjoy yourself, if you want to play a couple of the games out, you know, come out and enjoy yourself here. You know, this is fun. This is the Bayside Fun Park in downtown Miami. This is one of the few merry-go-rounds that has a second floor. I remember back in the day when I used to go to the Omni Mall, which used to be a mall that was less than a 5-minute drive from here. They had a second floor merry-go-round. That was the first second floor merry-go-round I've ever seen. And this is a second floor merry-go-round, which is kind of interesting because you would love to ride a horse on the second floor of a merry-go-round. Why wouldn't you? You know? But the thrillest ride here will probably be the Dragon Ride, which is not really a thrill, but it is a ride where, hey, you can get on it. And they have the Teacup Ride. Of course, they have the Fun House, and I think that, and the train ride. I'm sorry. So they have 4 rides here. No, 4 rides and a fun house, which is the Dragon Ride, the Teacup Ride, the double 2-story merry-go-round, and the train ride, which is on the other side there, and also, of course, the merry-go-round. So, I mean, not the merry-go-round, the fun house. So, hey, this is it. So come out and have some fun. You know, I'm just here just to give you thing. I'm not going to ride any rides because these are kiddie rides. I mean, this is not for me. I'd rather go ride something that's going to flip me upside down or go, you know, give me a thrill and extreme, and none of these would give me a thrill and extreme. But I just wanted to come out here because I know that this is a spot where, you know, if you want to come have fun, I'd rather for a lot of people to come and enjoy. Now we're going to walk back through here one more time before I head out. See, they even got the seats that said Bayside Fun Park. Now, I'm quite sure within time frame they're going to probably add more fun and interesting things here to this, because as of right now, there's nothing really that's fun about it. But it is, you know, street fair, that's sweet food. I want to actually see if they actually have actual food that they serve here. Like actual food. Do they serve actual food? I see games and stuff, you know, and I see lemonade. Oh, that's it. I see lemonade and sweet. That's it. So, okay. So I'm guessing that is it. So, thank y'all for watching this episode. Comment at the bottom of this page. You can also email me roundtable305@yahoo.com. If you've ever been out here since this opened up, let me know. If you plan on visiting to check it out, also let me know in the comments, because this is a spot. This is Bayside Fun Park at Bayside Marketplace. As always, stay safe, stay blessed. At least they have places out here to sit down. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay hydrated. And of course, I will see you in the next episode. This is the Roundtable Talk. Take care.